If someone ever asked you, do you know about Bitcoin or crypto? Chances are your answer would be, I've heard about it a lot. The word crypto shows up everywhere, from social media to everyday small talk. You hear people talking about crypto with all sorts of emotions. Some brag about making a ton of money in a short period of time, while others complain about losing everything. Crypto sounds exciting, but it also sounds risky. So what exactly is crypto? In this video, you will get the answer. Let's get started. What is crypto? Simply put, crypto, short for cryptocurrency, is a type of digital asset that exists entirely on the internet. Crypto is not the kind of cash you can hold in your hands. It is also not the kind of money that your bank records in your account. Here's an easy way to understand it. When you have money in a bank, what you really have is the right to use that money. The bank manages and controls it. Crypto works differently. When you own crypto, you hold that asset directly in the digital world, without going through a bank or any middleman. Crypto is not issued by any central bank or government. It is created and operates on its own independent technological systems. This leads to a very common misunderstanding. Many people think crypto is just like real money, except it is online. In terms of its nature and the reason it was created, that is somewhat true. But in reality, at the moment, crypto is not widely used like everyday currency. Most people in the market treat crypto as an asset to hold, invest in, or trade. That is why getting the concept right from the beginning is so important. Crypto is a digital asset. It is not traditional money, and its value is not backed by any central organization. Once you understand that crypto is a digital asset, the next question is, if there is no bank in the middle, then who keeps track of and confirms crypto transactions? The answer lies in a technology called blockchain. You can think of blockchain as a public system that records transactions on the internet. Here is how it works. Instead of a record book controlled by a bank, blockchain is like a shared ledger that is copied onto many different computers all around the world. Each computer holds the exact same version of the ledger. Whenever a crypto transaction takes place, the details of that transaction are recorded in this shared ledger. This checking and recording process is not done by people manually. The computers in the network automatically check each transaction using rules that have already been programmed. Because this ledger is stored on so many computers, changing the data is extremely difficult. If you want to change one line that has already been written, you cannot just edit it in one place. In theory, to successfully change existing data, you would have to control more than half of all the computers that hold copies of the ledger. That means you cannot just hack a few computers, you would have to take over the majority of computers in the entire network. In the case of large blockchain networks, these computers are spread out across many different countries. Controlling more than half of them at the same time is almost impossible in the real world. And if you only change the data on one computer, that version of the ledger will no longer match the thousands of other copies. The blockchain system always prioritizes the data that matches the majority of ledgers. So changing just one version is pointless and will not alter the transaction history. That is why blockchain is considered transparent and hard to cheat. But it is important to understand that blockchain is only the system that records and verifies transactions. It allows crypto to function without banks or middlemen, but it does not guarantee that the price of crypto will go up. Is crypto just Bitcoin, or are there other types? In the beginning, most people only knew about Bitcoin. Bitcoin was the very first cryptocurrency ever created. Later on, as Bitcoin became more widely known, many other cryptocurrencies began to appear, each with its own goals and ways of operating. From that point forward, the market no longer had just one type of cryptocurrency. The number of cryptocurrencies has continued to grow over time. Because there are so many different types, people needed a term to describe the entire group. That term is cryptocurrency, also known as digital currency. In everyday conversation, cryptocurrency is often simply called crypto. Nowadays, when people talk about crypto, they are referring to an entire ecosystem made up of thousands of different cryptocurrencies, not just Bitcoin alone. What is crypto used for in the real world today? Once you understand what cryptocurrency is and why there are so many types, the next question is, what is crypto actually used for in real life? First of all, crypto is used to transfer value over the internet. For example, you can send crypto directly to someone in another country without needing to go through a bank. These transactions can happen at any time, even on weekends or during holidays. This was one of the main reasons crypto attracted attention in the first place. Crypto is also used to store digital assets. Some people hold on to crypto for the long term, hoping its value will increase in the future. In addition, crypto is used in applications that run on blockchain technology. For instance, there are decentralized finance platforms where users can trade without needing a bank in the middle. However, we need to be honest about the current reality. Most people in the market do not use crypto for everyday needs. The majority of people get into crypto for the purpose of investing and trading. They buy crypto expecting the price to rise, or they trade in the short term to try and make a profit. This is what makes the crypto market so highly volatile. Crypto prices are influenced more by the flow of money and market sentiment than by actual real-world usage. Why does crypto go up and down so much? When learning about crypto, what surprises many people the most is how wildly the prices move. Crypto prices can rise very quickly in a short time, but they can also fall just as fast. The first reason has to do with supply and demand. When more people want to buy crypto than sell it, the price goes up. When more people want to sell than buy, the price goes down. However, supply and demand in the crypto market change very quickly. Just one piece of news, one event, or a shift in market sentiment can cause money to flow in or out almost instantly. The second factor is speculative money. Most of the money entering crypto today is not for actual use, it is there to chase profits. When a large amount of money flows into the market, prices can rise very fast. But when that money pulls out, prices can drop sharply in a short time. The next factor is crowd psychology. Many people buy crypto simply because they see others buying, not because they truly understand its value. When prices rise, the fear of missing out pushes people to jump in. When prices fall, the fear of losing money causes many to sell all at once. On top of that, the crypto market is easily influenced by groups with large amounts of capital. These large investors can cause major price swings, pushing prices up or down very quickly. Newcomers often suffer the most from these extreme moves. They usually buy when prices have already gone up and sell when prices have dropped too far. All of these factors make the crypto market extremely volatile. The opportunity for big profits always comes with very high risk. That is why it is absolutely essential to understand why crypto prices rise and fall before even thinking about entering this market. Is crypto a scam? This is a very common suspicion, and it is completely understandable. In reality, there have been many scams related to crypto. Those stories have led many people to feel that crypto and scams always go hand in hand. However, it is important to separate two different things. Crypto itself is not a scam. Crypto is a type of digital asset, and the blockchain technology behind it is completely real and is already being used in the real world. The problem lies in the fact that surrounding crypto, there are many projects and schemes that take advantage of newcomers' lack of knowledge. These schemes use crypto as an excuse to raise money. For example, some projects promise fixed profits, guarantee high returns, or claim there's no risk. Those promises do not come from the nature of crypto. They come from greed and the lack of caution among participants. Crypto is a highly volatile market. No one can guarantee stable or certain profits in this market. Another common misunderstanding among newcomers is this: losing money in crypto does not necessarily mean you were scammed. Many people lose money simply because they lack knowledge, discipline, or fall into crowd-driven behavior in a high-risk market. So instead of asking whether crypto is a scam, the more important question is, how are you participating in crypto? Understanding this clearly will help you avoid many of the common traps in the crypto space. The major risks newcomers often overlook. When first learning about crypto, many people only see the opportunity to make quick money. But there are serious risks that newcomers often do not notice right away. The first risk is extreme price volatility. Crypto prices can rise quickly, but they can also drop sharply in a short period of time, causing people who are not mentally prepared to make poor decisions. The next risk is losing control over your assets. With crypto, if you lose your access keys or send coins to the wrong address, your assets are nearly impossible to recover. Another risk comes from exchanges and third-party platforms. Not every exchange is safe. In the past, there have been many cases where platforms were hacked or intentionally scammed users, causing people to lose their assets. Besides technical risks, there are also psychological risks. The fear of missing out when prices go up or the panic selling when prices drop are major reasons why many people lose money. Many newcomers also use leverage without fully understanding how it works. Leverage can amplify profits, but it can also amplify losses just as quickly. Another often overlooked risk is poor capital management. Without a clear plan, newcomers tend to put too much money into a single bad decision. These risks do not show up clearly at the beginning, but when the market becomes highly volatile, they often hit all at once. That is why, before thinking about profits, newcomers need to understand these risks thoroughly. This is the essential foundation for approaching the crypto market with a clear and cautious mindset. Is crypto right for you? Crypto is not a playground for everyone. This is a market with extremely high volatility and many unpredictable factors. If you are looking for a stable, reliable, and low-risk investment channel, then crypto is definitely not the right choice for you. Crypto is also not suitable for those who have a mindset of getting rich quick or want to make fast profits without preparing any knowledge. On the other hand, if you accept that crypto is a high-risk game and you are willing to learn, manage your emotions, and take capital management seriously, then crypto could be a field worth exploring. What matters most is clearly defining the level of risk you are able to accept. The amount of money you put into crypto should be money you can afford to lose without it having a major impact on your life. Crypto is not a guaranteed path to wealth, but it can offer opportunities to those who truly understand its nature and know how to stay in control of themselves. If, after doing your research, you still want to explore and experience this market, you should begin with the basics and choose trading platforms that are appropriate for beginners. Right below this video's description, I have included links to some popular crypto exchanges so you can take a look and learn how to buy, sell, and trade in a more proactive way. However, which platform you use and how deeply you get involved is completely your personal decision. No one else can make that choice for you. This video is not meant to encourage or promote investing at any cost. Its only goal is to help you understand before you take part. I will be making many more videos soon to help you gain a deeper understanding of this market, so make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. Thank you and goodbye.